Hi guys, this is Demon Rants, and today we are doing the final Tekken review, because even though these videos aren't popular and people don't really comment on them, I may as well get it over and done with. And this game is quite a special one to me, so I wouldn't want to miss it out. But yeah, this should be the last time I film in this kind of format with the black bars on the side, which to be honest I don't even like very much, but you gotta keep it consistent since I have an actual physical copy of this game, and I can explain why after. I don't have it on PSN, because it isn't on it. But anyway, so it came out in 1998, and this is Tekken 3, and this game is just brilliant. I mean, we're going to go into why after, but let's just go into the plot first. So, this isn't a straight-up sequel to Tekken 2, it's set a lot of years afterwards, many years afterwards, but the plot is that there's this mysterious demon god, Aztec god called Ogre, and Heihachi, because he's killed Kazuya, so that's the reason why Kazuya, this is the only one in the series where he doesn't appear in, which is kind of a shame, because this is the most popular game in the series, hands down, yet Kazuya isn't in it, so yeah. But anyway, so Kazuya's dead, he's been thrown in a volcano, so Heihachi obviously gets the prize money and spends it on the Tekken Force, which is his own massive SWAT team army thing. So along with him in the Tekken Force, he finds out that Ogre has been kidnapping the other characters from the last game. You know, a lot of characters have been killed. Actually, I think Armor King the first, and I think it was one of the few Tekken characters to actually die. But yeah, you know what I mean. Ogre's been like injuring a lot of people, been kidnapping people and all that kind of stuff. So this intrigues Heihachi, and he's pretty much just sorting out to wants to get Ogre's blood. Meanwhile, you know, I guess Kazuya impregnated June, and she's had a son called Jin Kazama. So, you know, they're living quite peacefully and stuff like that. This is most from Wikipedia here, guys, but it's a fighting game, so it's not that important. But yeah, you know, they're living peacefully, but then suddenly Ogre comes and then trashes the village and everything, and Jun is supposedly dead, but it's hasn't been confirmed that she's died. So, but she unfortunately she didn't appear in any of the other games, except from Tag Tournament 2, so yeah. Kind of a shame, I like Jun. But anyway, so, you know, Jin thinks that his mother's dead and everything. He's filled with rage, and what's happened is that the Ogre has actually scarred Jin on the arm, so this technically gives him the devil gene. So since his mother's dead and everything, he has no other choice but to go under Heihachi's wing and starts doing some training, and learns the Mishima style fight. You know, learns the Mishima fight style. After Tekken 4, he takes up karate as well. So this one and Tekken Tag 1 are the only ones where he fights like this. But anyway, so I'll talk about gameplay after. So yeah, you know, Heihachi's trying to get Ogre's blood and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, Jin's been training and stuff like that. But now, but he doesn't realise that Heihachi, because of his greed and everything, is actually against Jin as well. Because Heihachi is the main baddie, obviously. But yeah, he's also against Jin, and because of his money and everything, he holds the King of Iron Fist Tournament 3 when Jin turns 19. So, pretty much, everybody has to go in and then fight Ogre. That's pretty much it. Whoever can defeat Ogre, I guess, wins the prize money. And that's pretty much the game and everything. It actually did get a lot more in depth, but I will say this game, it's a bit more Western feeling. This game, it has a more Western feel to it. Also, by the way, guys, that's just the back of the box. Obviously, this is the PAL version of it. You know, once again, fate brings together. Yeah, this is the PAL version. But yeah, this game is just fantastic. I mean, it's a PlayStation classic. It's up there with the top 10 or maybe top 20. Maybe not top 10, but because not everyone likes fighting games. But yeah, this has been considered one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Right now, it's the second best-selling fighting game of all time behind Super Smash Bros. Because it sold 8 million copies. And that's massive for a fighting game. But yeah. So what's changed in gameplay and everything. This game definitely feels a lot more playable than Tekken 1 and Tekken 2, massively. I mean, this game kind of still holds up today. Now, I am playing the PAL version right here, so the game is kind of a lot more slower. But luckily, the Tekken 5 has this game, the arcade version of this, which plays a lot more faster. 60 hertz and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the game is unfortunately in 50 hertz, but the game still plays really well. So let's talk about gameplay aspects first. The moon jumping has been taken away, obviously, and the game's a lot more realistic now. Now they've added the sidestep feature for every single character. I think the only ones in the Tekken 2 were Kazuya and Yoshimitsu, but Yoshimitsu's move killed him. But yeah, so the sidestepping means that you can go in and out of the environment and stuff like that. You can dodge people's attacks and everything. You're on a proper 3D plane now. And even though the backgrounds go on pretty much infinitely, I think the only one in the series to not do that was Tekken 4, because you felt like you're in real areas. But this game does have really nice stages in it, there's like a lot of beach stages, I will have to say that. So they've added that in it. Overall, the controls feel a lot more better. Once you get knocked down, you can actually get back up again, straight away, instead of having a bit of input delay to get yourself back up again. So yeah, and the gameplay is far faster and everything. So overall, it just feels far better, and there's even more combos in this game and all that kind of stuff. So let's talk about the characters. Because this game has like a 10-year gap from the last one, a lot of the characters from Tekken 2 are missing because ogres hurt them, injured them, or possibly even killed them. So let's just name a couple of the characters. So obviously the main character here is Jin, who is the replacement for Kazuya. He's Kazuya's son, biological son. And I don't think he is as cool as Kazuya, but I actually do really like him in this game. I think this is probably Jin's best appearance, because this is when he was straight up a good guy. Which I think that Jin should be more like that. Should have been more of a hero. Because while Kazuya's turned evil and Heihachi's always been greedy and everything, I think Jin could have been the saviour. But later on in the game, he just turns evil again. Tekken 6, hint, hint. But anyway. So yeah, he pretty much plays almost identically to Kazuya, except that he has a couple of Jun's moves as well. He has a couple. I think it's a cartwheel. No, he doesn't have the cartwheel kick, but he has some of Jun's kicks and everything. So yeah, he has a mix between them. But yeah, I actually really like him in this game. He's a bit more. I guess he's a bit more cocky, a bit more of a hero kind of character. Bit more heroic and stuff like that. So yeah, he's good. And I really like his design as well. He's got the red gauntlets on and the hair and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the black and the orange pants, they're cool as well. So yeah, other characters that have been added, let's just give some examples. Some of my favourite characters were added in this game, like Brian Fury, who's I did an action figure of him, obviously. If you're a Tekken fan, you already know this. But he's like an android. He's kind of an android character. He isn't just a straight-up robot like Jack. Also, Gunjack is in this game instead of a Jack 3. But yeah, Gunjack. But yeah, he's like an android, so half human, half robot. And he's based off of the Blade Runner character. And I call him the Maniac of Tekken. Kind of like Voldo, but rather than being really creepy and disturbing, he's just a complete maniac. His laugh, ha ha ha. I know that sounded terrible. But nobody can do a Brian Fury laugh. Nobody can. That laugh is just amazing. But yeah, he has pretty much the same gameplay as Bruce from Tekken 2, but slightly changed, a bit more faster paced. But I think I like Brian a lot more. Like I said, he's crazy. One of my favourite characters. Let's see, Baek, the Taekwondo master, has been supposedly killed by Ogre. So his apprentice, Taekwondo apprentice Hwoarang, at least I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Hwoarang's another really good character. He gets a lot of complaint for being a bit of a kick spammer, but yeah, he's still really good, I think. Hwoarang's kind of like the Ken of the Tekken series, because he's really cocky, he's quite charismatic and everything. He's the rival to the more brooding character, like Ryu, and now Jin. He's kind of like the more brooding-ish character. I know he was more of a hero in this game, but yeah. But Harurang's very cocky, you know, he's always ready for a fight and all that kind of stuff. I like him. So, who else is there? You know, Xiao Yu. I think, yeah, she back in this game, she used to be more Chinesey and everything. You know, she was the Chinese schoolgirl and stuff like that that likes to fight and stuff. I think she's supposed to be based off Chun-Li, but Chun-Li's an actual woman. So, yeah. But later on in the series, they just made her Japanese and stuff like that, obviously. But, I don't know. But I like Xiao Yu in this game. She was kind of a replacement for Wang, but instead of being an old man, she's like a girl. Because I think she was 16 in this game. Who else is there? Eddie Gordo, yeah, Eddie Gordo, you know, I thought he was Jamaican at first, but it turns out he's Brazilian. You know, he's the Quackarara, what? He's the, you know, capoeira fighter and everything. Like, seriously, just watch some of Eddie's gameplay and play the game as Eddie. You can definitely see the graphics have really improved. You know, the game looks proper realistic, but I'll get into that later. Other characters, I'm trying to think of some more. Obviously, there's Kuma 2, who's a replacement for Kuma. I don't think there's a lot of replacement. There isn't really many new characters in this game. I'm trying to think now. Oh yeah, there's Julia Chang, who's a replacement for Michelle. Actually, I'm just going to have a look on the box here. I can't exactly... Oh yeah, instead of Martial Law, we have, I think it's Martial Law's son, Forest Law, and this is the only canonical game in the series where Forest appeared. For some reason, at Tekken 4 and onward, you know, Marshall came back and stuff like that, so, yeah, I kind of miss Forest. He seemed kind of cool, you know, he looks identical to Bruce Lee and all that kind of stuff, and has some really good flippy, kicky gameplay. And there's many other characters who are supposed to be replacements. I'm trying to think right now, but I'm not sure. Obviously, it's quite sad since King's one of my favourite characters, but King the First actually died. I think King the First was one of the few, and Armor King too, were some of the few characters to get actually killed in the series. So now we have King the Second in this game, rather than King 1 and Tekken 1 and 2. But yeah, I can't think of that many new characters. Maybe I'll put them on an annotation or something. But yeah, that's really it. They're like the proper new main characters. We have all the old characters back, and in my opinion, I think they have some of the best appearances in this game. Like Paul's a straight up badass in this game. In Tekken 4, he has the really weird Chad Kroger from Nickelback look. You know, like how he has like long hair and everything. But in this game, in Tekken 5, when he turns into a complete joke character for some reason. I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, in this game, he's just a straight up like Chuck Norris, Dolph Lundgren style character, you know, based on him. Since he has the beard and everything, I like his voice in this game. You know, hoo-ah! All that kind of stuff. Because in Tekken 1 and 2, he was clean shaven, but in this one he grew like a beard, so he looks more badass. Paul's badass in this game. Yoshimitsu looks really good in my opinion. I think his Tekken 4 outfit's my favourite, like the bug, the beetle kind of style costume with the wings and everything. But I like him in Tekken 3 as well, where he actually looks like a skeleton. Now he has like a skull face, and this design is very iconic. You know, this is the first appearance of the green sword. People call it a lightsaber. Maybe Yoshimitsu's a Jedi, I don't know. But yeah, Yoshimitsu looks cool. You know, many characters, they were just great in this game. You know, I think I was going to say Harurang had his best appearance, but I liked him a lot more in Tekken 4. I'm just trying to think, guys, right now. There's way more characters than this, I assure you, but I just can't think right now. And also, other new characters are Panda as well, I forgot, who's kind of just a palette swap for Kuma. But yeah, Panda's pretty funny, you know. Kuma's always trying to ask her out and she always rejects him. It's quite funny. But yeah. So graphics, the graphics are some of the best on the PS1. While Tekken 1 and 2 had quite blocky looking graphics, like similar to the time, Tekken 3 just looks straight up realistic. I think the only game at the time to beat it was Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast. That game looks beautiful. Well, for the Dreamcast anyway. But yeah, the game looks great for the PS1. You know, the characters actually look like real people instead of just like blocky characters and stuff like that. They look really good. Other characters, I think Lei Wulong has his best appearance in this game, I think. You know, Lei's another favourite character of mine, you know. shows the example of the graphics and the, the character movements and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, so you can definitely tell these are proper, green screen characters, motion capped characters, definitely. So I mentioned stages, there's some really good stages in this game, like Jin's stage and the Aztec Temple stage, ogres, and, loads of really good stages and everything. Let's go on to the music. The music is, has kind of gone away from that orchestral side, which is kind of a bit sad, but it definitely fits more of the tone of the game in this one. It's gone for a more kind of rock style, or funky, techno-ish, I guess, yeah, techno, funky, techno rock kind of style. That was very common in, like games like Mortal Kombat, Western fighting games, since it appealed to a more American audience, I think, this game, because the PS1 was, like, intended for the cool people, there were games like Wipeout and Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil, and this was one of the games, I think, that wanted to be for that audience, so that's why they changed the music, and there are some really good tracks. People call this the best soundtrack in the game. I still think Tekken 4 is the best soundtrack in the series, but whatever. That's your opinion. They took a very, experimental, they were pretty experimental with the music and everything. What the? Sorry guys, I thought my timer was messed up, but yeah, anyway. What else can I mention? The game's just freaking great. Like I said, sold 8 million copies, all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, mini games as well. It has your typical stylus stuff. What? Your typical modes and everything. But they've added Tekken Force, which was all right. It's kind of like a beat 'em up style, but I didn't really like the controls very much. It was very hard to do. I often got frustrated with it. But when you complete Tekken Force 4 times, you get Dr. Boskonovich, which is this really weird scientist guy. And I think the only time he appeared in the series again was Tag Tournament 2, where he's a lot more balanced. But yeah, I couldn't complete Tekken Force. I could only complete it once. I'm not completing it 4 times, screw that. But yeah, there's also another secret character, Gon, who is the reason why I have the physical copy of this game right here. And it's because they can't actually release this game on PSN because Gon's in it. And Gon is a licensed manga character. He's like the little orange dinosaur guy that attacks people with his tail and he farts and stuff like that, Gon. But yeah, he's an officially licensed character, so they can't put it on the PSN store unless they get the rights to the people who made the comics. So yeah, which is kind of sad, and that's why this is his only appearance. And up till Tekken 7 with Akuma, this was the only guest character in the series. Where Harada said, "Oh, we're never going to put any more guest characters in the series," which is kind of weird because Akuma is going to be in Tekken 7. So I guess they've changed that rule up now, because they're always putting guest characters in Soul Calibur, which I'll get to the Soul Calibur games eventually if you really want me to review them, I guess. But yeah, Gon, there's Tekken Ball, which Tekken Ball is freaking addictive. It's pretty much like the same style, fighting game style, but there's a big beach ball, volleyball, and you have to punch it and kick it, and the way to win against your opponent is to kick it over them to the side. And Tekken 3 was the only one to use this, other than Tag Tournament 2 on the Wii U. It was Wii U exclusive, so that's kind of sad. I don't know why. Well, I guess it gives Wii U owners, because they got Tag Tournament 2 a bit later. It was like a launch title for the Wii U and stuff like that, so yeah. But yeah, the game's just excellent. It's an absolute classic. I can't really think of that many complaints, really. I guess it's because the roster isn't very big, but Tekken 4's wasn't either. But I don't care. The replacement characters are actually really good. I like the replacement characters. Hararang and Brian and all them people. Yeah, really good. Solid game. Actually, I will say that Kazuya, it kind of disappointed me that Kazuya wasn't in this game. People give Tekken 4 a lot of hate, but come on, man. It had Kazuya in it. That automatically makes it good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What else can I say? Oh yeah, I'll tell you the ending of this game, since it's not that much of a spoiler. So, yeah, the ending of this game is pretty much that Jin... actually, no, it's Paul first. Paul actually ends up defeating Ogre. But what happens is that after he gets after he walks away, after defeating Ogre, he turns into true Ogre. So then Jin steps in and kills Ogre. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And because of that reason, because he kills Ogre, Heihachi's pretty much, sets after, Heihachi finds him. I actually forgot the ending, but now I remember, guys. Yeah, Heihachi steps in, shoots Jin in the face, but then it turns out that Jin had the Devil Gene and then flew off as Devil Jin. And then that's pretty much it. So in Tekken 4, he moves to Australia to hide away from him, because the Tekken Force is after him. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's loads of other endings and everything. I'll have to mention about the graphics too. The FMV is massively improved. The little cutscene endings that you get. Wow, this is a really long video. But yeah, I do love this game. The cutscenes are not terrifying anymore. There aren't any weird faces. And they actually look pretty normal. They're quite good. And this is one of the first games in the series to use actual voice acting. Not voices for every character like 4. But this one has a couple characters. Yoshimitsu can talk. Julia, in her ending, she and Michelle talk and everything. Did I mention that Julia is also Michelle's daughter? I think I forgot to mention that, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Great game. This is the Black Label version, so it's quite hard to find on eBay. Not massively rare. But I actually bought the game and it was all scratched up, so I kind of got ripped off. But I managed to find it disc only, so I got to keep my packaging and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. This is the last Tekken review up until I get Tekken 7, and I do hope it's good, because Lucky Chloe's kind of annoyed me, and none of the new characters look any good. But the boss looks really good. Heihachi's wife. Forgotten her name, Kazumi, that's it. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. My next rant is actually going to be on modern music, and I'm going to do a couple of game reviews as well in this kind of style. Might just briefly talk about them, not like full length reviews. But anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye. This game is awesome. Pick it up. I don't think I forgot anything, did I? Nah. Okay. Bye.